pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If you'd stay standing. We also have the LHS chorus who's going to come up and sing the national anthem for us tonight. Give a moment. Sal, I want to hear. Off key.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we had at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the members we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, all bombs bursting in through the night, and our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free.
Good job. Good job, guys.
Nice job, nice job. Good job. You'll come back every week now. Try to one up yourself next week. Way to start me. Right? Acoustics in here are good too, huh?
Yeah, actually, it did sound really.
All right. First, we'll do the, let's start with public comment. Does anyone like to address the school committee? Have anybody online that would like to address the committee? Again, we'll give them another minute. The committee represents the needs of all Leominster public school students and places their interest above all others. We will exercise leadership, adhere to our protocols, and base our decision upon a reasoned assessment of all available information. We'll advocate for each of our schools and support high-quality public education in Leominster. One last time, anyone like to address the committee? All right, if not, we'll close this portion of the meeting. Now move on to communications.
There are
Superintendent,
no communications this evening.
and student reports.
So first in LHS school news, this week at the high school is STEM week. Students can sign up to see guest speakers for throughout the week. And then to conclude the week, the science teachers are conducting Mold Day, which will be conducted throughout the day on Friday. Freshman class speeches will occur on Friday, October 20th. For student government positions, elections for those positions will be held just straight after that. There will be a lockdown drill at LHS on Thursday, October 19th. The senior and junior college fair will take place tomorrow in the wooden gym. The homecoming dance occurred this past Saturday in the LHS wooden gym, and it was a great success for student council along with all who attended. And then this past Friday, Leominster High School and National Honor Society hosted the class of 1973 for their reunion. Tours were given by National Honor Society students, and they had presented some pieces of artwork that will be in the lobby of Leominster High School. So those have already been put up. And then I believe culinary provided the two. I don't know if that was in your report or not. For clubs, chorus will have a concert this Thursday night from 7 to 9 here at LHS. And then athletics, LHS sports continue to do well and strive towards the eventual playoff season, which will occur in the coming weeks. And then fall sports have either already had or have upcoming senior night games for their seniors. And then lastly, as it pertains to the Thanksgiving Day game, there are currently 170 LHS students that have requested tickets so far. And then 76 students have requested tickets from grades K through 8.
And nothing about the game at all? I mean,
Say, what about, you need some credit about Friday night's game.
For what you said, well, if
Yeah.
I give credit to football, I have to give credit to
Okay,
everyone
you played
else.
football,
But
So it was a great game.
it was a great game.
the subject up.
Yeah.
You did.
I
Yeah, it was a
just-
great game.
I know
It was
you didn't
phenomenal.
beat Peabody, but Wachusett
Peabody's
was
a tough
also,
team,
good.
though.
I know, I told you that from the beginning. And Wachusett has always had a good team in the last
They have.
10
Yeah,
years.
no,
or so.
I think this is the first time we beat them at their home field in a while. So
So a lot of people, I know, because Kelly called you today or asked. Yeah, so there's just one price to get in any seat.
Mhm.
Is that how it is?
Yeah, yes, general admission,
So-
unless they want to buy a box.
Oh, you can buy it.
You can buy a box. So we have that on the web. Yes. We'll send that over to you. $50 a ticket, so it's $1,100 and 22 people can sit in it. Ask me how many times I've said that. So currently, we have another conversation this Friday between Leominster, Fitchburg, and Fenway. For every ticket that is sold, $5 goes back to, this year would be Fitchburg. We're going to discuss that up to a certain amount. But this year they've given us 100.
yeah,
Yeah, well, listen, we are the attraction. So we are going to ask for
70.
part of it, but there again, correct. Right. Right.
50%.
Right.
When I come.
Correct. Right.
Oh, hardball.
So we'll let you know.
Yeah, so whatever we can find out. Sure. So in other words, you get there first, you get in, you get to run to any seat you want.
Yes. General admission.
Pretty cool.
Yep. The whole stadium. Well, I'm sure they'll probably have some areas blocked off. Yeah, but yep. General
That's
admission.
where I'd be going.
There's another game before ours, so there'll be people there. Right. I'll be in the box. I'll be in the box.
Prepare for that, that's all. All right, now we'll move on to introduction. Oh, I'm sorry, did we miss you? Yeah.
And for CTI this week, ISM students are making significant progress towards college recognized standards. Health assisting students are being placed in work settings now, 3 seniors in assisted living, 4 in nursing homes, and 2 helping out in school nursing offices. In culinary, we had a beautiful lunch today with the Rotary Club coming by, 41 people. We served steak, lamb, tilapia, and it very beautiful, and it was really good.
Wait, you ate some of it?
I mean, yeah, I cooked some of it myself. We had a gorgonzola and red onion salad that was, handpicked by me. So that was 12 out of 13 seniors in electrical are being placed in co-op positions. Carpentry is wrapping up a deck project right now. And business tech is implementing a digital learning environment that makes it easier for students, which is very new to me. Senior HVAC students are installing a new boiler and connecting it to the zones installed the week before. And in honors electronics, they are participating in STEM week with Mr. Friel in the Media Center. And that's about all for this week.
All right. Sure. Okay, now we'll move on to introduction of a new safety and security.
Yeah,
specialist.
that's fine. No, we were gonna jump right into him. All right, Mr. Maloney, Mr. Bergeron? We're very excited to have you here this evening.
Good evening, everyone. Yes, very, very excited. This has been planning for quite a while. And I'm here to introduce our new safety and security specialist, Rick Bergeron. Rick comes to us after a 24-year police career. And part of that was he was an SRO in Hollis, New Hampshire. He was a adjunct professor, and he has a litany of trainings that you can see in your packet. And so we're very excited. Rick brings with him some experience and an eye for safety, both in schools and out of schools, that I think we were missing. And so it's adding to our overall safety profile. All of our procedures, all of those things are going to be looked at with a new, fresh set of eyes. So that's exciting to me. I've been working on school safety for a number of years, and this is something that I think will really help us grow as a school system and as a district. So I'd like to introduce Rick Bergeron.
Good evening, Rick Bergeron, very excited to start. I've started back in September. When I first saw the job posting, I was very excited on that posting. It's everything I've pretty much trained to do up in New Hampshire. So just excited to get some stuff done.
Where do you live?
Hollis, New Hampshire.
Sure, if you have, that's on the other side. That's where you-
We had to drag him down. We had to drag him down.
So you got a good handle. I mean, you started in September.
Yeah, I've met a bunch of the APs, the principals, the deans. Steve showed me around, Butch, Bill. I met with both the fire chief, inspector, police chief, Captain Freyer, the SROs, the commander of the SROs.
Good. Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Thank you.
Further questions?
Oh, geez.
Wow. We are very happy.
6 months.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Thank
for
you. Have a good night.
This evening.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Great to meet you.
No speeding on the way back. Chris knows all the cops. That's right. Chris doesn't get pulled over. Switching cars. She's got all its different cars. Yes, they do. Got the throwaway phones and different licenses from different countries. I know. We really, yeah, we hired him to keep an eye on you. We did. All right, good. Our virtual academy update and required votes.
So if we can bring Michelle Oliveri.
Oh, come on up.
This is our jack of all trades. And when I say all trades, all trades.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I'm going to give a quick plug to STEM Week while I'm here. So I hope everybody heard that STEM Week is going on at Leominster High School and across the district. So we do have a STEM speaker series going on at the high school, and we have brought in a lot of outside STEM experts to speak to our students, and a few of them are actually Leominster High School CTI alumni as well. So if anybody's free this week and wants to stop by, we do have a STEM speaker series going on. This is our second year doing it as well. So just a big plug to STEM Week.
Michelle, could you just tell them what your first title is?
STEM curriculum coordinator.
For the district.
So I get excited when.
Oh, there's quite a few, so
Yeah.
she's going to tell you about the next
Yeah,
one.
so I'm also the virtual high school principal, so I'm here just to give an update on that. Currently, we have 25 students enrolled in the virtual high school. We have 2 full-time teachers. We have an adjustment, a school adjustment counselor that we're sharing with LCE as well. We enrolled a student today. We have 2 students that we're meeting with tomorrow as well. And we have a ton of interest from families and students. And we're going through the process of meeting with as many students and families as we possibly can. As you know, this is not a fit for every student, so we're making sure that we're really looping in guidance counselors and the school adjustment counselors when we make decisions for these students. But so far, it's going well. I think we could, continue to enroll a bunch of students. As we continue to grow. But right now we have 25 students and already enrolled another one today and hopefully enrolling 2 more tomorrow.
How many did we have sitting in the queue?
I would say there's about 10 more right now that are in the queue.
And we're 7 weeks into school.
Yeah, 7 weeks into school. So, yeah. So, which it was just exciting. So I can definitely see this program growing.
Once we get our new home too.
Yes, once we get
Yeah,
our new home. Absolutely.
So can you just explain what we need this committee to do for you?
We just need some clarification that the committee is aware that this is its own school with its own school code, with its own principal, and that it's not a grant, that it is actually its own school.
Yeah,
There's
wrote the motion.
Brandon's going to
the
help me with the
I'd like to
motion.
make
Yeah.
a motion to confirm the Leominster School Committee vote on May 15th, 2023, with the understanding that the vote was for a single district virtual school in Leominster called Leominster's Personalized Virtual Learning Academy. The committee understands that this is a new school with its own code and principles.
Any questions, comments? If not, all in favor?
I have a second motion. I would like to make a motion to change the name of the single district virtual school from Leominster's Personalized Virtual Learning Academy to Leominster Academy.
Questions? In favor? All right, you got your STEM hat on.
I got my STEM hat on.
So who are your speakers and where are they?
Today, we had Mary Whalen, Dr. Mary Whalen, and she was in the NICU unit at UMass in Worcester, and she's currently a professor at UConn. Tomorrow, we have TJ Noviello is coming back in from WPI. Who else do we have tomorrow? I can kind of just give you a general overview. I don't know exactly who's coming in. We have Hannah Buckley, who's a former Leominster High School alumni as well, and she is an associate director in an environmental corporation. I want to say she's out a little bit out west. We have somebody coming in who's a WWE professional trainer. So she works. No, she's a trainer for the wrestlers. So yeah, she's a trainer for the wrestlers. So that's really cool. We have somebody else who works specifically with like research and development and packaging with the fisheries division. So they're coming in to speak. I'm going to miss a couple here. Jeff, do you remember any off the top of my head? But we also are doing an artificial intelligence demonstration. We're doing 3D printing. We have the CTI Robotics has their big robot in the media center for students to see. So every single day, minus Wednesday's a half a day, we have at least 2 to 3 speakers plus activities going on in the media center. And then we also have Mold Day. So if you're familiar with chemistry, it's Avogadro's number, and we celebrate Mold Day by a bunch of activities in the courtyard at the high school, and we're celebrating Mold Day on Friday. Also, our STEM teachers are a few of them for Project Lead the Way, went to WPI training today, and I got a bunch of videos of them dissecting hearts and dissecting a trachea, and our students are really loving those Project Lead the Way classes right now as well. And then one of the middle schools was doing a robotics demonstration as well. So this is happening
So
across
this is
the
all
district.
just coming up off the top of our tongue.
Put
Yes.
on here,
Yeah.
high school for the class of 7th
Yes.
grade.
We used to do it at 6:02 in the morning. We got away from that. I miss that. I miss doing it at 6:02 in the morning. Not well attended at 6:02 in the morning. We turned it into a whole day activity, and then students can kind of rotate it through the day. But I do miss the 6:02 in the morning. Although by like noon time, all the teachers were pretty tired. Yeah, exactly. You'll remember it because you were up at 5 o'clock in the morning getting there. So we are running STEM programs at every level, kindergarten through the high school. I would say all of our students are expressing interest in STEM in one way or another. I would say that we've really done a great job of promoting STEM across the board in the district. And I think students might not tell you that they're interested in STEM, but if you ask them what they're doing in their science classes or what they're doing in their STEM specials, they can explain what they're doing at all points in time. We have like little mini robots going on. We have coding going on. We have the 3D printers across the board in the district, and they're just getting touch points on everything. Mhm. Sure.
Understanding.
You know, and we,
There's so many. Did you guys sabotage?
No, we just turned you
Turn
on.
it on.
It's not on. Is it?
it's on. Yep.
Anyway, there's so many jobs.
So many jobs.
Right out of high school.
Mhm. Oh, I'm sorry. That's another one we have. UMass is coming in. Somebody from UMass is coming in. It's a nuclear medicine program, and the entry level for those students not with a master's, I think, is $120,000, and he's coming in as one of our speaker series.
They make more than sell. They make more than you sell. Unbelievable.
Yeah, he's coming in as well to speak.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. See what opportunities you have?
Yeah. Michelle is extremely passionate about her science. She's a great role model for our students.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Now
Okay.
officially have a new title for your new program.
What is it? Oh,
Leominster
for Leominster. Oh, okay. I was going to say for STEM. I was like, are we changing STEM now too? Oh, yeah. I got on STEM. I forgot about the other stuff. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay.
Thanks,
Michelle.
Michelle.
All right, Laura, you want to do the special ed update? Welcome.
Okay, before I start on the special education piece, I do want to plug the Leominster STEM Instagram page. That's leominster.stem on Instagram. My friend Michelle got a little too excited about what she was saying. I missed that part. All right, just waiting on Kyle here. Given a quick overview of where things stand right now, get everyone's mind back to everything that we do offer in the district for our special education programming. So I've been working with my special education administration team to develop a mission specific to Leominster Public Schools Special Education Department, and really the work we've been doing around providing exceptional inclusive education for our students. We're servicing students from ages 3 all the way to 22. There is a DESE regulation that when they turn 22, we do have to say goodbye to them. We have some superstars at the high school who will be leaving us this year. They're found eligible through a team process. This is not a short process. There are timelines around it. We need to make sure that we do full evaluations and assessments to ensure that we know what students need. Meetings are held annually with an IEP team. Evaluations are conducted every 3 years, and those timelines on those pieces, we can meet more often if we need to. We can move up evaluations, but those are our minimums. Right now in the district, we're looking at 1,523 active IEPs with 180 referrals sitting there. Some of those referrals are from previous years because parents don't have to take advantage of that process. If they choose not to, we can't move forward. We need parental permission and consent to do a lot of this work. The various schools, those are the numbers they're sitting at. We're a little under 25% for special education population in the district right now, slightly higher than the state, pretty much in line with our comparable districts. So good with the remote. There we go. List of services that we provide in the district. And I'm going to be honest with you, we really take that individualized piece to heart. So we have students getting things that aren't listed here. These are a little more of the programmatic pieces that we have and that we offer across the board. The ones that are listed in specific schools, those are going to be the substantially separate programs that need staff with specialized training in order to deliver those services. And we are working on getting those spread out into as many homeschools as possible. For instance, in past years, the ABA-based inclusion services were only located at Fallbrook and Francis Drake elementaries. This year, we've been able to get them into all 4 of the elementaries because we do believe that students should be in their neighborhood schools with their neighborhood friends while also getting the services that they require. But we have everything from itinerant, which means we have students, 3-year-olds coming in just getting some speech services, get ahead of things there, and then by the time they enter kindergarten, they're ready to go, all the way to students who spend their entire school day in a substantially separate classroom, getting a higher level of service, and we're still looking for ways to give them access to other programs that we have in the buildings. If you come to LHS CTE on any given day and you attend lunch at the time that some of those classes are up there, they're the rock stars of the building. And when those students go out to Special Olympics and the band's in the hall playing for them, and we have a few select students who are best friends with Noah Gray, so I don't think you can get better than that. Again, general overview of the staff that we employ here in Leominster Public Schools. For services like teacher of the visually impaired or teacher of deaf, hard, and hearing, we have contracts. In those cases, it's with our local collaboratives to bring those services into the district. We don't employ our own full-time staff, but we certainly do employ a high number of staff to deliver these services to our students. And some general information, if I can get there. We have a new IEP form that is being introduced by the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education this year. We have opted to adopt it in the fall of 2024. So I was actually at a training all day today on that new form. There's going to be some growing pains with that, I'm not going to lie to you, but we'll get through it and the whole state's doing it. With our growth in ABA programming, we have added a district-wide BCBA, so Board Certified Behavior Analyst. Maybe a familiar name to some of you, Fadi Kazami. He had been the BCBA at the high school. He has already been put to very good use across the district. We are seeing a higher number of referrals and need at the early childhood level in talking with other directors in other districts. This is pretty consistent across the state. We are bringing in a program called Collaborative Problem Solving. So that's a partnership with Think Kids out of Mass General Hospital. And this program is designed to get some tiered and intervention support into the general education setting and the special education setting. It's proven to reduce suspensions, restraints, keep kids in class, repair relationships with teachers, all those things that we want to see for all of our students, because if they're not in the classroom, they can't learn what we need them to learn. Our Special Education Parent Advisory Council is really looking to expand this year. They were at every open house. We have building liaisons. There's a trunk or treat event being hosted on October 29th. We're holding our first workshop tomorrow night. That's around transition services. That will be virtual. So if anyone was looking to attend, reach out for the link. And there's additional events being planned all throughout the year. And to end on a high note, I need to congratulate Samoset Middle School. They received, hold on, I want to get the wording right, and there's a box right there. National Banner Recognition from Special Olympics North America for demonstrating excellency in inclusion, advocacy, and respect. They were 1 out of 22 schools in Massachusetts and 205 in the country. Yeah. That's it.
Are there any questions for Laura while she's here and still awake for us today? It's been a long day for her.
Really check. I haven't seen any actual hard research around this. I have some hypotheses. So take that with what it's worth. Yeah. These are our 3 and 4 year olds. So students who, families may have been still dealing with COVID and those pieces and maybe didn't attend play groups and didn't have as much socialization in those pieces. But it's definitely a trend that's popping up across the state. So our hope would be if we're able to provide a high level of service as they're younger, get them what they need, then our students will see more success as they get older.
Can I just remind you to please put your microphones on when you're talking because it.
Any other questions? Ron?
That article about oversight.
That was with residential programs. We do have a very small number of students at residential programs. I'm not currently aware of any challenges that were described in that article for our Leominster students. And we do have a responsibility as representatives of the district to someone from my team or myself goes to each of those schools and checks on our students and makes sure that what they're representing, they're doing for us is really happening.
No, not at this time. So we actually do monitor our placements. We go to the sites, we talk to them. Our liaisons are very actively involved. Laura's actively involved. So we're monitoring. So we're clean right now.
Statewide, nationwide, or citywide, it's different by state, different by city.
DESE provides what we're required
Mhm.
to kind of check off, right? Here's what you need to look at. I venture to say that in Leominster, we probably do a little more than that because that's who you have working for you, right? We want to make sure that our students are well taken care of and getting the services that they're entitled to. Of course.
Thank you.
Thanks, Laura.
Thank you.
Go over the minutes.
Second.
Questions, comments, errors, omissions? Not all in favor? Those opposed? Thank you. Policy subcommittees? Any questions at all? Not all in favor? And somebody find those. All right, that's what I was looking for. Thank you. Finance updates? Do we have any finance? Nothing. All right. Action items, donation.
We have a donation, former teacher from Samoset, Susan Beauregard, and her husband, who used to work at CTI, he passed this April, and he would like to donate, you'll see a picture, it's beautiful. It's a Camaro, to the auto shop for them to work on, do whatever they need to. And so the car is on the grounds if anybody wants to take a look afterwards. Yes, yes. So we want to vote to accept this donation.
Motion to approve to accept the donation of the 2001 Camaro.
Second. All right. Questions or comments? We'll send them off a thank you letter.
I will.
All in favor? Those opposed? Thank you. Approval of field trip.
So the students you saw tonight, the choir has an overnight field trip next week for a choir festival. So we need your approval for that.
Second.
Yeah, you did.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? Obsolete
Yeah.
equipment.
They're great. And we're still finding old machinery. It is obsolete, so we need a vote to discard it.
Oh, mixer? Okay.
Oh, board motor. All in favor? Those opposed? Thank you. Good luck. MSBA update.
You wanna-
Tomorrow we interview 4 companies.
Correct.
8:30, is it? Wow.
It's gonna be a long morning tomorrow.
4 hours in one place. Oh, and that's gonna help me keep calm.
So this is for the designer for the fall
Right.
school, not saying what we're going to do, but based on the design plans that they bring forward. They usually like to interview 2 or 3 designers. Of course, Leominster strong-armed and said, we want 4. So we have 4 really strong candidates, and the decision will be made tomorrow, and it sounds like things may speed up a little bit once we hire the designer.
Depending on what everybody. Speeding up.
Yeah, it's been a very slow, drawn-out process. Actually, our OPM, our project managers have set up a website, so everything is being loaded to this website, so anybody can start seeing what's happening. And tomorrow's meeting is an open meeting. So if anybody were to be interested,
Or you can watch.
it's a lot.
Actually, it's helpful. I mean,
Yeah.
they're to watch the process.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I think we've said it a number of times, it isn't meant to move quickly because there isn't the money. Best thing they can do is keep you engaged and moving along.
On the edge of your seat.
At the Space Mountain. I think you get around the corner, there's another line. That's okay. We're in it. We're
Yeah.
at least in the line.
So tomorrow's vote, I think is there 10 of them and 3 of us, or 13 of them and 3 of us?
There's more of them than there is.
There's a lot more. So
They have more votes.
if we find a designer that we're really excited about, we're gonna have to work hard tomorrow to get everybody over to our side.
Successful negotiators.
Yes, we did a good
Pers-
job.
We persuade.
Okay, strongly, but it worked.
Oh, new world business, anybody? One of the meetings that I couldn't make, it was virtual. And I think the issue came up about you can participate in the meeting, but you can't vote or something. What was that all about?
Executive session, that's part of our policy, because we can't confirm that you're in a secure location without anybody else listening in or present. So it's has to do specifically with executive session. Everybody who is remote voted during the course of the regular meeting, but that's in our policy.
So other groups that I have meetings with that have executive sessions, we still vote in executive session.
But that's not what's in our policy, so we can talk about it.
Yeah, I
in
think we need
policy.
to talk about it.
But
Because
I think that, I mean,
First of all, if you attend the meeting, you have to vote. The only way you can abstain from a vote is if you have a conflict. So you're required to vote. If you attend the meeting.
only, right, and so, and our thing is you can't attend the meeting or vote in executive session. It's intend the meeting as well,
Yeah,
and that,
I don't know where that comes. I mean, what if
That's
it's a
what's not
really
possible.
important issue? You have, you know, like during COVID, you had people that were sick and out and had to attend virtually.
right. So
That's something really important.
and I think all things were
Can I
suspended during
put
COVID.
in 2 cents on this? We're quibbling over semantics. Why don't we just ask our lawyer, what does he say? What is the final word? What can, cannot be done? That way, we're not gonna be going, rotating around.
Well, it can be done because I
We don't-
serve on 3 different
Until
boards
the
in the
lawyer,
state.
until the lawyer says.
Lawyers
yes
are
or
already
no.
looked at. They've already
It
said
can
it's
be done,
fine.
it will be done, it shall be done. You gotta check with the lawyer, because otherwise, what happens, you'll be in the docket, and they'll say, when did you know, and what were you gonna do about it?
Lawyers are for the law. This isn't a law. It's the
It's a
policy.
law made by man, and it could be
It's a
taken apart
policy.
by man.
Right, so we can remand it to our policy committee?
It's in the policy.
Our policy. Yes. Yeah. our
At the
policy.
time.
Yeah, he said it's okay to do it, but is it right to do it? He said it's okay.
It's more a discussion for the policy.
More-
committee.
See,
Right. I mean, can you do it?
It's depends on.
I mean, you ask, you ask them, I mean, are you in a place that's, you know, secure? I mean, why would somebody not? But if you have 3 people that are out and aren't able to vote on a really important issue, we've had, believe me, we've had school committees where I'm frightened to think of what might have happened if people were out sick and had to vote on something. I'm panic stricken about what it would have meant to,
Could hear you.
you know?
Hear you.
So, trust me.
Skip.
I'm not saying that will never happen again,
Don't go to Apple.
but I certainly wouldn't want it to happen again because we have this policy. So there's got to be another way to ensure it. I mean, I trust that if you say you're in a spot where there's nobody around, that you're in a spot where there's nobody. Like, there's a thing called earbuds or plugs or earbuds. There are a lot of ways that nobody else is trying. There's no bullhorn downtown, speaker system that send yourself in Bluetooth, right? I mean, there's got to be a way to do it. So I think we should have another conversation about it. All right, anything else on the new world business? No? Are we going to executive session?
We will not be coming.
All right, so we're going to executive session. We will not be returning. So
I'd like to make a motion.
Second.
Under chapter 39, just contract negotiations and.
all right, voice vote, starting with Ron.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay?
Yay.
Okay, thank you all for coming, either virtually or
Thank you.
in person.
Nice job, everyone. Thank
I
you.
wish it was still light out, but not. And it's only 6:42.